I was making a simple dinner the other night, fries and a salad, and it just really struck me how fundamentally different the potato and the tomato are.
Right.
I mean, one is this starchy staple you bake or fry, and the other is a watery fruit you slice for a sandwich. They just feel miles apart, culinarily.
They are structurally very distant. But what if I told you that about 9 million years ago, the potato literally evolved from a wild tomato ancestor?
Wait, from a tomato? That sounds impossible.
It sounds completely contradictory, I know, but it's true.
That is the ultimate evolutionary plot twist. And that's exactly the mission for this deep dive. We're getting into some landmark genomic research that solved one of botany's biggest puzzles.
Exactly. How a single ancient event created the world's third most important food crop. It's an incredible origin story.
So where does the puzzle even begin? What was the mystery that needed solving?
Well, what's fascinating here is that we've known for a long time that the potato, the tomato, and a wild plant called Etuberosum all belong to the same big plant family, the Solanaceae.
Right, along with things like eggplants and peppers, I get it.
Exactly. And above the ground, the potato plant and its wild cousin, Etuberosum, look almost identical. But here's the kicker, the part that confused everyone.
Okay.
Tomatoes, they just make fruit. And Etuberosum only grows these thin, non-starchy little stems underground. Neither one makes that big, nutrient-rich tuber.
So no potato. That's the discordance that needed a deeper look.
A much deeper look. It prompted this unprecedented genomic analysis. The research team analyzed 128 genomes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a huge undertaking. 450 cultivated potatoes, 56 wild species. They were hunting for the pattern, the stable genetic combination that made all the difference.
So after sequencing all of that, what did the genome finally confess about where the potato actually came from?
The findings were pretty definitive. The potato lineage is of ancient hybrid origin. It happened about 8 to 9 million years ago. And we know the parents now.
And they are.
A wild tomato ancestor was the mother, and that wild Etuberosum plant was the father.
So two plants that couldn't make a tuber on their own. They combined their DNA and created the most successful underground storage unit in history. How? What genes flipped that switch?
This is the real aha moment. The tuber is essentially a brand new organ, and its emergence was sparked by combining two specific genes.
One from each parent, I'm guessing.
Precisely. The tomato parent contributed a gene called SP6A. You can think of that as the ignition key, the crucial signal that tells the plant, okay, it's time to start tuber formation.
So it's the on switch. And what did the father, Etuberosum, bring to the table?
The Etuberosum side provided the IT1 gene. Now, this gene controls the actual swelling and growth of those underground stems.
So one gene says go and the other says grow.
A perfect way to put it. Neither one worked on its own, but the hybrid combination turned on a whole new successful genetic network. And that focus on tiny inputs making a massive difference is critical in complex systems everywhere.
Speaking of deep expertise in complex systems, this is a great moment to talk about our sponsor. If you need help with AI training, automation, or software development, and you're trying to uncover where intelligent agents can make the most impact for your business or personal life, you should check out embersilk.com for all your AI needs. They really provide the expertise to guide you.
And when we look at this genetic event, the timing of it is just as important. The hybridization coincided almost perfectly with the rapid uplift of the Andes Mountains.
So this wasn't just some random innovation. It was an urgent survival tool, right when the climate was changing.
Exactly. This created new high-altitude, colder habitats.
And how did this new tuber help them conquer the Andes?
It was a massive survival advantage. The tuber stores energy, it stores water, a crucial defense against cold and drought, and on top of that, it enabled asexual reproduction.
Meaning new plants could just sprout from the potato itself.
Yes, which allowed the potato lineage to just rapidly colonize and diversify. That's what led directly to the 107 potato species we know today.
That's just phenomenal progress. So are researchers using this deep genomic map to do more than just study history?
Oh, absolutely. This is all about shaping the future. We're using this insight to accelerate breeding, to develop better seed-grown potatoes, for instance.
And what's on the cutting edge?
Well, what's most fascinating is they are now experimentally putting those key tuberization genes, like IT1, back into the tomato.
Seriously?
Yes, essentially using the tomato as a biological chassis for synthetic biology. We're learning from nature's ancient success to engineer even more resilient crops for us.
That is just an amazing vision. So the tomato isn't just part of the potato's ancient past?
Mm-hmm.
It could be the key to engineering its future. What an incredibly hopeful note of scientific ingenuity.
Indeed it is.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really, really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.